If you like big, disgusting, monstrous drops, so powerful they might actually bring the dinosaurs back from extinction and then slam them right back into extinction, and you're in the right place. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the third annual edition of the Top 10 Hardest Drops award ceremony. My name is Sean, aka BIGMOO, and together with the rest of the Sender committee, we have spent hours locked up in the studio, clipboards in hands, dissecting some of the absolute hugest drops that 2021 has to offer. It was very, very difficult whittling this list down into the top 10 and putting them in order, but we've come to an agreement and we have our list. Without further ado, I would like to present the top 10 hardest drops of 2021.
Set aflame.
Kicking things off at number 10 are the Dutch heavyweights Hardwell and Blasterjaxx. This is their first release under their new alias Jaxxwell, and let me tell you, they come in with their dicks swinging. These boys slam their cocks down on the table and let everyone know we have arrived. Ladies and gentlemen, Boosthaus ID. How do you say the festival has started without saying the festival has started? Boosthaus ID, that's how. What a strong start to this year's list. Unbelievable. Hardwell, we miss you, buddy. Come back, dude. At number 9, we have this BIGMOO guy. Haven't really heard much from him this year, but when he does take a break from his very busy schedule of... Make some noise! I'm not really sure what. Then he does deliver some heat. This is his fourth and final installment in his string of workout anthems, and what a way to bring it home. Featuring none other than entrepreneurial business and fitness titan Bedros Keuillian, this is BIGMOO with Titans. All jokes aside, I had to sneak one of my own tracks on the list. Of course, I'm super proud of how this one came out. Probably my favorite workout anthem that I've done so far. I love the energy and intensity that Bedros brought to the table on this one, and I do think the drop slams pretty hard. I'll never forget the first time I played it out. Those 808s were pure destruction on the dance floor. The crowd went crazy. Such an incredible feeling. Coming in at number 8, we have... me again. Surprise. I never said this list wasn't biased as fuck. Haters will say I bribed the judge. Definitely bribed the judge. But I do objectively think that this big room banger deserves a spot on the list. It did hit number 5 on Beatport, got some really solid support from some big artists, Kashmir, Timmy Trumpet, and I have heard it played out quite a few times, tearing up a few clubs and festivals around Australia. This is my remix of DNA and IIVES Feel It. Might be a tad generic, but sometimes nothing quite hits the spot like a dirty ass big room kick and some filthy saw leads. Tutorial on how I made the kick can be found right here for anyone that gives a shit. Coming in at number 7 is possibly the highest energy electro house track I have ever heard. Talented progressive producer Cuebrick teams up with Futuristic polar bears and Angie, although I might question how much involvement some of these producers had on the actual track. But whoever actually made this thing did a fucking incredible job. Check this shit out. This is Addiction featuring IIVES. Are you kidding me? Tell me you've heard an electro house track with more layers and energy packed into it that was released last year. You haven't. you're lying. Unbelievable energy, uncaged, like a caged lion, the way that High Note Hoover comes in and just lifts you up into the stratosphere. I'm convinced this drop could actually give me wings. What a fucking heater, seriously. Number 6, after their wildly popular big room anthem, Let the Music Take Control, the Dutch Masters are back with their follow-up single, and let me tell you, they do not disappoint. WW and Blasterjaxx returned with a drop so fierce, I wouldn't at all be surprised if people literally start dropping dead on the dance floor at Tomorrowland when they play it next year. This is Dynamite, and it sure as shit lives up to its name.
Big Room Nation, we are Dynamite. Let's go!
Holy shit, an absolute instant classic. If Blasterjaxx does not play main stage Tomorrowland this year, I will personally write to the CEO of Tomorrowland and complain very bitterly. How do you say Big Room never dies without saying Big Room never dies? Dynamite. Big Room Nation is in the building and they are here to stay. What a fucking banger. Alright, we're into the top 5 now, and that of course means we are moving into hardstyle territory. So buckle the fuck up, fasten your seatbelts, because we are about to go even harder. Coming in at number 5, these up-and-comers have been on an absolute tear this year, with a string of quality productions, all the way from big room trance, right the way up to hardstyle. But it's this track that really caught my ear and blew my socks right off my feet. This is Axmo with The Jungle. It just keeps going, builds up to a massive euphoric second drop. What a production, keeping the energy at a 10 all the way until the outro. This thing just keeps banging harder and harder. The sound design and mix down is nothing short of absolutely incredible. This German duo have come out and said, we are sick of sitting at the kiddies table. We want to sit at the big boy hardstyle table, and they have certainly earned that seat in 2021. Cannot wait to hear more of these dudes in the coming year. Speaking of incredible sound design, what would a top 10 list be without arguably the most talked about act in hardstyle right now, Sub-Zero Project? To say these two have dominated 2021 would be the understatement of the year. With a string of back-to-back absolute belters at such a young age, I would not be surprised if these two go down as the greatest of all time in the hardstyle scene. This is their track with Warface, Obey No More.
Obey no more.
I'm sweating. I'll be honest, I like the more melodic drops, so I don't love the first 90% of the track. But fuck me dead and call me Nigel. When that last drop comes in, I get a surge of energy I didn't know my body had. I've never been struck by lightning, but I can imagine it probably feels a little bit like this. I have broken so many PRs in the gym to this drop, it is not even funny, and I will continue to do so in the future. Absolutely extraordinary work from the boys. Now, moving into the top 3. These are truly the hardest of the hard. The kind of drops that Sauron and Voldemort check for under their bed before they go to sleep at night. These are in a league of their own, and coming in piping hot at number 3 are the hardstyle kings themselves, Bag Block and Estepite.
Doe de zak. Doe de blok en Estezak.
I mean, D-Block and Estefan with Gates of Paradise. I had to give this one a top 3 purely because of this disgusting mid-intro. Have a go at this. What in the shitting actual serious fuck is this kick made of? If you locked me up for a year with nothing else to do besides try and recreate this kick, I still do not think I could do it. I am convinced this drop is the reason the boogeyman is hiding in the closet in the first place. This kick could be an infinity stone by itself. I don't know exactly what DeBlock and Estefan's idea of paradise is, but there is nothing paradise sounding about this kick. This kick was forged in the fires of Mount fucking Doom. It is the most filthy, satanic sounding thing I have ever heard. And I absolutely love it. This honestly could be a genre of its own. I mean, we've got hardstyle, we got reverse bass, we got gated kicks, we got raw style kicks. This is like they all had a baby together with Satan. And this came out. That's the only thing I can conjure about how they possibly fucking made this thing. No words. Well done, boys. The track goes on to a mid-drop gated intro, and then they bring it back, and of course, unleash into a euphoric melodic drop. Quality work. Alright, number 2. This track honestly sounds like it should be the trailer music for the next Halo saga. It's epic, it's euphoric, it's triumphant, and of course, it's loaded with one motherfucker of a drop. After possibly the longest build-up of all time, Dimatik and Sub-Zero Project give us a taste of the underworld with this monstrous kick. If you had to put a soundtrack to Loki being ruthlessly pummeled by the Hulk, it would be this kick.
I am a god, you dull creature, and I will not be bullied by...
Puny god.
But it doesn't end there. The track builds and explodes into the euphoric hands in the air drop we've all come to know and love from Team Sub-Zero.
Fight as one!
And it still doesn't end there. The track just keeps banging harder all the way to the end. What a quality tune and well-deserved second place. Yeah! But, ladies and gentlemen, there can only be one winner. It was a very tough decision, but in the end, a unanimous decision from the judges of the Sender Committee and myself and my Instagram audience. Your vote for the number 1 hardest drop of 2021 goes to Sub-Zero Project Halo. They took 3 out of the top 4 spots this year. These boys are absolutely murdering the game right now. These dudes are on fire, and this track is proof that they've cemented themselves at the absolute top of the hardstyle scene. This track comes out of the gate swinging and wastes no time, not even 7 seconds in. Like a pair of seasoned bank robbers, Sub-Zero demands all hands in the air with a wall of ethereal super swords. Deandra Faye is back from Silence of the Sins and does an incredible job with his breathtaking vocals.
Ooh,
balls on these guys to kick off a track like that. It starts at 100 and just keeps going higher from there, launching into this devastating drop, wreaking havoc on dance floors worldwide. And then the moment you've all been waiting for. Sub-Zero Project take out their dicks, slam them down on the table, unleashing 25 seconds of absolute mayhem, dabbing on us with the mono drop before exploding sideways onto the stereo field. I am damn sure this drop could actually resurrect a mummy if it was played in an Egyptian pyramid. They could have called it a day there, but in case there's anyone left alive in the crowd who hasn't been reduced to complete rubble yet, they go ahead and tear your skeleton limb from limb with this absolute weapon of a third drop. Adding this in is so overkill. It's like Usain Bolt winning the 100-meter race at the Olympics, stopping right before the finish line, walking back to the start, and then running the race again and still winning. It's completely overkill. It's absolutely unnecessary. And for that reason, I absolutely love it. What a way to bring us home, Sub-Zero Project. Congratulations on a monstrous year and taking out the title of #1 hardest drop of 2021. Thank you for being here with me, counting down the top 10 hardest drops of 2021. Let me know in the comments what your favorite drop of 2021 was. Do you agree? Do you disagree with the list? Let me know in the comments. Let's have a discussion. And until then, just remember, Big Room never dies, and Hardstyle sure as fuck isn't going anywhere either. Big love, and I'll see you in the next one.
Set aflame.
I need a fucking shower after that. Holy shit.